Okay, so again, I'm arguing for that we close Guantanamo Bay. My opponent many times has mentioned the Fifth Amendment, and I get that he reads the first few sentences that under militia and naval and land forces that we can detain people who are a threat to public danger. But if you read farther down into the Fifth Amendment, it says, "Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to twice to be put in jeopardy of life or limb." So literally this is saying that while we can hold these people, we can't put them in danger of their own life multiple times, which is constantly happening to these men before we stopped the torture techniques and things like that to try and get money out of them. So I don't think he realizes that part of the Fifth Amendment. Okay. So while my opponent is all for sending press and people like that in to investigate what's going on so we can have a certain state of transparency and know what's going on rather than the dark sites that he seems to babble about. I don't think my opponent exactly realizes that it costs $90,000 for them to travel there and then another $90,000 to bring them back again. And that's all coming out of taxpayer dollars. That's those beautiful taxes that get taken out of your paycheck every week and things like that. They're going to pay for these press to go sit and watch these men sit in chains day to day. Also, it drains $450 million from the military. And while it's great that my opponent talks about how, it's better to stop one terrorist than stop one rapist from hurting one person, which he can't really talk about if it's never happened to him, wouldn't it be nicer to save the entire country than stop 37 men from doing one bad act at a time instead of giving our military the resources they need to stop, nuclear war possibly? Who knows? So, and in the Obama plan, he does state he wants to work with Congress to find a secure location in the United States to hold remaining detainees. This was his fourth point, I believe, in his in his plan to bring people back into the states and to close the prison itself. Organize. My opponent also talks about how we have elected these men that are educated and know what they're talking about to lead our country and make these decisions, safe decisions for us. I don't know if my opponent realizes that our elected president, Donald Trump, has never served in the military. I believe he went to the military academy. I don't care to look much into him, but he's never served into the military. And to quote our near and dear president, he says, "We're keeping it open and we're gonna load it up with some bad dudes." Because that's an educated sentence we need being told across America. We're not going to get into that one, though. So, also, if you look into the human rights page online, that's specifically for Guantanamo Bay, it says the U.S. is technically in default and has been for many years because the lease provides that the base be used for a coaling station. This was a statement written by the State Department in 2006 about Guantanamo Bay and about the possibility of closing it. There's also other things you hear about. I read about the Cuban government themselves giving citations about human rights violations and wanting to close it themselves. And then foreign minister from Cuba also stated that the base should be shut down and the territory should be returned to Cuba. So this is something that the Cuban people don't even want. They don't even want us on their land. So all we're doing is causing drama with our allies at this point, on top of spending millions and millions of taxpayer dollars and also torturing these men and keeping these men in a box for the rest of their life. So, thank you.